Hey guys, it's Rick, Elijah Tooling. Give me at least 2, and I will make it worth your while. Today, I was supposed to be comparing these 2 products. This is our fastener, this is Jergens ball lock. You know what? They both have great features. I'm not here to bash my competitor. In fact, I was thinking about our competitors recently and thought, you know, we need each other. I hadn't really had that thought very much in the past, but as our world is contracting and doing some weird and wild stuff right now, I thought, you know what? We need each other. We really do. We make each other better. But my message today is more along the lines of an encouragement. I was watching a Titan Gilroy video the other day, and I was encouraged by him, by some of the things that he had gone through in the last recession. And I had this thought, you know what? I remember a story that I could help some people, I think, maybe. So I'm going to start with a story that you may know about just because it's in the framework of siege. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today, the siege. Here in Texas, we had a siege. We remember it as the Alamo. A couple hundred years ago, our guys all pinned down. Of course, they lost, but what happened there changed our history. And for the better, for me as a Texan. Well, did you know that about 2,600 years ago, there was a prophet by the name of Jeremiah, and his city was Jerusalem. And he and the city were under siege by the king of Babylon. Now imagine a siege, nothing going in, nothing going out. Now, admittedly, we're not quite there yet, but certainly our lives have been disrupted, and a lot of us have to stay at home. And so I thought, you know, in light of that, this might be a great story. You know, something happened to Jeremiah in that circumstance that was really weird. God came to him and said, your relative is going to come along and he's going to ask you if you want to buy his property. And you're supposed to do that. Sure enough, cousin comes along. Hey, Jeremiah, I got a piece of land. Of course, everybody had a piece of land during the siege. They were trying to get out with whatever they could get. Jeremiah, in obedience, buys the land. But then he starts questioning it. Why in the world, God, did you want me to buy this land? And God responds. First of all, he says, is anything too difficult for me? Have you forgotten who I am? But then as you read the story, you realize that what God was doing was trying to use Jeremiah as a sign to the people around him that someday life would return to normal. That someday purchasing land would be no big deal, just like it always was. So here Jeremiah was. He got his land. I'll bet you it was really cheap. So what would we call that? A great opportunity at a time of distress. And yet, because there was a much bigger picture, he didn't have to fear. And that's my encouragement for you today. Listen to that small, still voice. You know what? There may be opportunity for you in this time. And perhaps even an opportunity that wouldn't have come to you otherwise. Think about that. Listen for that small, still voice. Look for opportunity. And remember, there's a big plan. We are going to survive. It's going to be awesome. We just have to give it a little time. Anyway, thanks for spending time with me. See you next time.